What are all these sharks doing here?
I don't know. Maybe somebody put them there.
Hello and welcome to the final podcast, the last podcast you will ever listen to. We are the creators of the Spooky Pit, the innovators of the Passion Bump, and we take you down the darkest rabbit holes of all things horror.
Welcome, spooky bitches. We are your final bros, Brian Hopwell Lagrosta, and Shane. My Pilates class was canceled, so now I'm here, Smith, and we are joined, as always, by our Scream Queen and producer, Jen. It is week 2 of what I am deeming the Summer Shandy.
The Summer Shandy.
I don't think Shane will ever buy this name.
No, I think I'll buy it eventually. Eventually.
You're buying into the stock?
I'm buying into stock. And we're going to keep the stock rising.
Like cream. Cream always rises.
Kidding. The stock is actually tanking.
It's gonna actually plummet with
tanking this week because we were going from Jaws to Shark Night 3D.
Where is Shark Night? Is that HBO Max?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
Doesn't even deserve to be there.
And this has got some people you've definitely seen before. You've definitely seen the sheriff before. He's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, you've definitely seen
Joel David Moore.
You've definitely seen Catherine McPhee from such things as American Idol.
Yes, very true. Yeah.
You've seen the main guy. What's his name? The doctor in med school.
Nicholas in the
Nicholas? He's Ted in the TV show. Well, yeah, it's I guess Netflix show. The one with I forgot. Schitt's Creek.
He's in Schitt's Creek?
He's the vet. He's the love interest of the main girl in that.
Interesting. I never watched Schitt's Creek.
Actually, a good show.
People have told me to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it one day.
It's pretty funny. It's a funny show.
Cool.
He's the best part of this movie.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot of overacting.
Yeah, no, it's like...
You're right. He probably is the best part. I mean, because it's definitely not the main girl. She is a train wreck. I thought the girl who plays Sarah...
Yes.
Awful.
Yeah, most of the people, though, are awful in this movie.
I didn't like anyone.
Is Catherine McPhee bad? She really didn't do
She's
too much.
not... She exists. So, she doesn't have a big enough role. It's weird because, she's a main part of the group who does nothing.
The best actors to me, too, were probably...
Which one was she?
The one who eventually goes with the guys when they pick them up.
Which is
unfortunate.
A horrible scene. Just so stupid.
The writing of this movie is just it's just so shitty.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into that.
Yeah, I'm pulling up
in a
the
bit.
list real quick.
I've seen Red before in a lot of movies.
Yes, that's why I want to pick up the IMDb
pretty much
actors
generic
list to see who some of these people are. Because I feel like I've seen Dennis too, the other guy with Red before.
He wasn't horrible, I guess.
No, and Joel David Moore's in this. He does nothing. He's like a nothing burger again.
He's like the supporting character. So I've seen him more or less be the main character, but now he's the supporting character who's kind of like being the support to the friend versus being the main character who receives the support usually.
Wait, Red is Josh in Blair Witch.
Really? Wait, Blair Witch, the remake or the original?
The original.
Really?
Yeah. I'm looking at Red. I click on it. Josh.
Holy smokes. Wow. But he's got to be in other stuff too. What else?
He's got the yelling down.
He's in 90 things. So, I mean,
Jeez.
He has been in a lot. So, I'm trying to see if there's anything.
Yeah. Blair Witch, generic creep.
Interesting. Oh, he was in The Town That Dreaded Sundown.
The remake, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, because the original came out like the 60s.
Yeah, he wasn't in that.
He could have, but he wouldn't even have been a fetus.
He was in...
Not even a fetus. Not even a thought, probably.
Shark Night. Prom Night. He was the bellhop in Prom Night.
He was Dude Hop?
Yeah. He was Dude Hop in Prom Night. Wait, did we put him in our Necronomicon?
He's in the Necro.
So Josh might be in our Necro twice.
Oh my God.
That's pretty great.
The option is on the table.
Oh, he was Ainsley in Hatchet. So he was in Hatchet as well.
Oh, Joe David.
Yeah, so Well, yeah, Joel, David, and him have now been in 2 movies together.
They're probably just bros. They're probably just broing out.
They're just bro. There's two. Just do bro stuff. You ever just you ever just see your bro and do bro shit?
Can you waterboard me?
Eventually, we are gonna get to that.
Yep.
All right. So, without further ado, let's jump into a spooky pit.
Let's do that. Spooky pit time?
Yeah.
All right.
That's the wrong soundbite.
Yep. Yep, so did Shane. But is this the wrong soundbite?
Yes. Wait, no, that was the right one.
Are you good? Because I'm not.
No.
All right, Shark Night, released in 2011. This is directed by David R. Ellis. Sarah's lake house would be fun for her and her friends, but the water's infested with sharks, and the town is infested with local sharks. This film stars Sarah Paxton as Sarah, Dustin Milligan as Nick, Chris Carmack as Dennis, Catherine McPhee as Beth, Joel David Moore as Gordon, Donald Logu as Sabin, and Dingle Walls as Malik.
So I was looking up Dennis real quick while you were doing that, and he would best be known for being in 78 episodes of Grey's Anatomy.
Isn't everybody?
Yeah. That show's been on for like 1,000 seasons.
1,000 years.
He's also in The Butterfly Effect 3.
Everybody's in The Butterfly Effect 3, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm pretty sure that has a lot of other obscure actors that are in these horror films that we watch, and I always see The Butterfly Effect 3 for some reason.
Really?
Yes. And I have never even seen anything past the first one. So.
Me either. So that's good to know. Okay.
Boom! Butterfly Effect.
Until Dawn?
Correct.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so let's talk about this movie. Because Jen loves this one. We're going to open with a guy and a girl just hanging out on the beach of the lake. That's the Gulf. Very ambiguous.
You talking about white bathing suit?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to die real quick.
Yeah, so her boyfriend's going to go to the RV. She's going to get attacked by a shark in what appears to be a lake. So confused right off the bat.
Yes.
I'm instantly like, how is this happening? Then the guy is like,
yo,
that's it.
Guy, that's it.
He just disappears, right? You never see him.
Nope. And then you get weird intro music.
Yeah.
And like, it's like these rock riffs. And then there's like weird graphic art with the sharks.
It's terrible. It's all terrible.
It starts off with directed by David R. Ellis. Finishes with directed by David R. Ellis. We got it, dude. You directed a piece of shit. Fucking.
He really wanted to hammer home this was his movie.
This is better than what we did on Final Friday, which was Shark Season, though.
Yes, much better than Shark Season. So this movie then cuts to Joel David Moore playing video games. His roommate comes in and he's like, hey, man, play some video games with me. He's like, no, I'm studying for my MCAT or whatever the medical test is. Yeah.
Being a doctor shit.
And then some Malik comes in and he's like, yo, Nick.
He's like, some guy just walks in and he's like, yo, I should fight you.
Yeah.
Because you're my tutor and you suck because I failed.
And Nick's like, oh, well, you don't have to. He's like, just playing, bro. B+.
I mean, that's kind of like a you problem anyway.
Yeah, 100%. If you just because you failed doesn't mean your tutor did a bad job. You could just be dumb, right?
And this Nick guy, surprisingly, like kind of cut up for like a nerd.
Okay, so that's the thing. That was the joke too in like Schitt's Creek. Is like he plays a vet tech and then he takes his like shirt off and he's like shredded or whatever.
Got it.
So it's the thing.
I'm not saying he can't be cut up.
No, 100%.
Absolutely be cut up. It's just like they make him like this kind of like wimpy character.
But he's not.
Stand up for himself, but he's actually like pretty cut up.
Yeah, he could probably fuck you up.
Yeah.
So they are going to celebrate. He's like, yo, we got to go to Lake Crosby. I heard Sidney Crosby's going to be there.
I don't know. I guess they're friends with Sarah. They're going to the lake. He likes Sarah, so it makes sense.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Nick, Malik, Joel David, Blake, the other girl, Becca, Bella, Catherine McPhee's character, Beth. That's it.
So Beth is friends with Sarah.
Yes.
Maya is the other girl.
I forgot she existed.
Is also friends with Sarah.
Who is dating Malik.
They're like very close. I think he's thinking about popping the question.
Yes, to her. Then Blake is like after Beth.
They banged before.
They
definitely have because she mentions it at a point. What I definitely want to mention is, and it has zero importance to the story whatsoever, Blake has this thing where he just models for art classes nude.
Yes.
He's done it for years now.
Yep, and
Like they literally mentioned he's been doing it for years.
And he doesn't go there? Like, does he go there?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're also at Tulane University.
Tulane, yeah. Very big party school, by the way.
Is it really?
Tulane, like near New Orleans?
Is it a real?
It is. It's down.
Is that a real school?
Yeah, it's in Louisiana.
Yeah, I think it's a really big party school.
I know Rutgers used to play them from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's really good friends with Malik.
Yes.
Blake's character. So I didn't know if he was like another person on like the football team, which I didn't know what sport they played, and they do mention he's a linebacker like 3/4 of the way into the movie.
Yeah, which is going to be hard to guard people without an arm. I mean, tackle people.
Also, I would question his size. He looks small.
Yeah, I thought he was a receiver.
100%. He's not built for a linebacker.
No, not at all. Do you see Brian Urlacher?
Yeah, I mean, he would never make it into the NFL.
No, it's impossible. But he apparently was supposed to be a first-round pick, right, or some shit. They're like,
He's got no size.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, maybe height-wise, but definitely not like he's not.
Nah.
Doesn't have like the.
Yeah, it
the
makes no
muscle
sense.
tone to-
So then we cut to the worst driving montage since Birdemic,
Yeah.
where it's just like a fast-paced driving scene with like in a first-person POV. Like,
You're just like, please, Lord, let's get to the gas
yeah,
station.
just please end
Get
this
me
scene.
to the gas station. Because you know every horror movie has a gas station. Even a movie that's titled Shark Night, which is totally in Lake Oceanic kind of idea.
Yeah.
We're getting a gas station.
Exactly. So they're going to go to the gas station. The guys are going to pump the gas as the guys normally do, and the girls are going to go to the bathroom.
And talk about the guys.
Well, because they're in there the whole time they're pumping gas, right? And now I know they kind of show you what's going on here.
Shane?
But, like, I got a question, right?
Okay.
So, like, guys' lines to the bathroom are never long, right? And the girls' line is always around the block.
Yeah.
So the question is, are girls peeing, or are they just in there so long because they're just constantly powdering their tits?
I thought it was because when girls go together, they have one girl.
Because they have to
stand
powder
on-
each other's
No,
tits.
because they stand on each other's like thighs so no one touches the toilet.
That's a thing that they do? Because I was under the assumption they just go in there and powder their tits.
Exactly. Like, that's just why they have to go in groups, because sometimes you got to lift the tit so they could powder the under tit,
I
right?
feel like you guys are living in like the 80s when people powdered tits.
I'm pretty sure that's what still happens, right? Like, it's just a bunch of people, like a bunch of girls that powdering each other's tits. It's the only explanation for why they need 15
I
minutes.
need to get in the underboob?
Yes.
It's all about the underboob, Jed.
It has to be.
Don't
It's the only
I
thing
know
I
it.
could think of.
That's why they call it the powder room. I have a powder room. It's not because it's missing a shower and a bath or whatever. It's because people go in there and they powder their noses.
It's also
And
missing
also-
shades
They don't have-
because you're a voyeur.
I am a voyeur.
You know who else is a voyeur? The guy at the gas station who has a camera in the girl's bathroom.
Yes. And he is not subtle whatsoever. They're like, what you looking at there, dude? And he's like, he waits for it to finish, and then he like shuts it off.
Yeah.
This dude is next level sick.
Yeah, he is. So they pay, they go outside, and that's when we're introduced to the bad guys, Dennis and Red, who are clearly the bad guys. They're always the bad guys.
Red puts on a very creepy front, like to begin with.
Well, he has shark teeth.
He has shark teeth, and the way he talks to
Beth, right? Or Maya.
Beth and Maya.
It's Maya.
Yeah. With the boyfriend standing right there,
Uh-huh.
Malik. Malik just gets in his face and is ready to fight him. Actually gets physical with him.
Yeah.
But Dennis kind of comes and cools it. And you kind of think like Dennis might be like a nice guy, especially when, and I don't know why, Sarah comes out and just like, oh, they're harmless.
No, they're
Yeah, number one, they're already like not harmless. There was like already like he was kind of not flirting, but getting very
He was sexually harassing that girl.
That's the word I was looking for. He was harassing her.
Yeah.
Like, big time.
There's a difference between there's a difference between flirting and just being like, "Let me see your tits."
Yeah. No, you're
Like-
absolutely right.
And he was going that second route.
But he does have cute teeth.
but
Oh, yeah.
they're but don't worry, they're harmless.
They are totally harmless.
Let's get into this now, because there's a backstory that's never fucking explained. Where Sarah was like dating Dennis, but then ran him over with a boat, or like
Dennis was also teaching all the younger kids how to swim
It's
for
actually-
years.
I thought it was the younger girls.
yes,
Yeah. So he's...
Is he a groomer? Like, what is happening in this subplot?
That made me think he was... They made it seem like in the movie that they were around the same age. And I was
They
like,
are.
no, he's so much older than her by the way she tells the story. Like,
But they look like they're the same age.
Yeah.
I just assumed Dennis was her age but didn't go to college.
that's what I thought too. And then she told the story and was like, he would teach all the younger girls and all the younger girls had a crush on him. And then we grew up and I was getting ready to leave for college. I was like, so he groomed you. Okay.
Yeah, but they do mention like one part where they're like, she went to college, and because like, he was upset and didn't want to go to college, she broke it off with him.
He also tried to drown her.
Yeah, but is that why he hit her with a boat? She hit him with a boat,
Yeah,
right?
So the story, which you don't find out right away, because you actually think Dennis is a good guy to start. To be honest with you, like,
I guess, yeah.
like, no, because like he breaks.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
How
That's
you
true.
doing, Sarah? We don't want any trouble. But like as the story progresses, you find out that they went diving or whatever, and like they went down in the water, and she didn't have like her
Yeah.
she wasn't getting air, and he didn't do anything. He just like watched her.
Yeah,
then-
so I thought he was trying to kill her.
No, yeah, very, very true. Probably was. But then, because of that, she got on the boat, escaped,
And hit him.
and then I think accidentally hit him with the propeller.
Yeah.
But left him to die? Or no. Brought him to the hospital and left.
Okay. Yeah.
I
So
think.
this is the thing. It's like this story is not, it's given in like small pieces, multiple places. And since the movie's not that good, you don't really like care when they're giving the fill-in plots.
Yeah, I think he brought her to the hospital, but then just like left
Left
him
her.
there.
Okay. That makes sense. So that's kind of their whole story. So they're going to leave the Dennis and Red, and they're going to go to the cabin on an island, which they go through the swamp to the lake.
No.
What?
This is the biggest horseshit ever.
The swamp to the lake?
Yeah, like I was like, wow, no.
And the fact that the cop is chasing them.
And the fact that she hasn't done this in 3 years and just fucking like can maneuver these rivers.
Also,
like a
what if
pro.
it wasn't the cop she knew?
Yeah, because apparently there's a boat race,
Yes.
and it's a sheriff, and eventually when they get to the actual destination, because it looks like she's trying to evade the cop, but you find out that the cop's like friend. He's like, "Hey, Sarah, nice to see you. It's been 3 fucking years."
But this is also, the whole plot of this is so dumb because, like, he's going to betray her
Betray.
and, like, but he knows her dad
There's knowledge.
and everyone knows these are college kids that went to a lake there. Like, it's not like these are drifters. There's going to be, like, missing people reports. The one guy's about to go to the NFL.
Yeah.
They're going to investigate this crime. How would they ever get away with the crime?
He's gonna be a #1 draft pick. That's gonna be news.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
So, like, the whole premise of this movie is so stupid.
yeah,
So let's talk about it.
sure.
Yeah, because like the sheriff the whole time is like going off of I don't want to play lake guard for rich people anymore, and I'm like, you're the sheriff.
He's
Like,
like,
it sounds like a pretty good
Good,
gig.
yeah,
Great
sounds awesome. Sounds like you get paid a lot and do nothing.
He's like, "Hey, toss me a couple cans." He's drinking with the crew.
He's drinking with the boys. That he takes those. He drives his boat away while drinking. So, you know, I guess you can drink and drive on a boat. Like I said, international waters because the swamp lake. I still don't think you can. I still don't get it. They drive through a swamp to get to a lake.
Yeah, it makes no sense. to
And
me.
they say it's like the Gulf Coast. So, like, is it a ocean lake swamp?
yeah,
Okay. We've established ocean.
3 different types.
I've never
of
been.
water bodies.
Yeah, I've never been to Louisiana, so maybe they have these kinds of things, but I feel like they don't.
No, it's just like I feel like you're either it's a swamp or just like a crime infested wasteland.
Right. So
Basically Scooby Doo on Zombie Island.
actually, yeah.
I fucking love that.
I know.
Except that's a
Great
good movie. So we're gonna have a montage of, you know, kids at a lake doing lake stuff as they do. Then Malik is gonna be wakeboarding, waterboarding. What's that called? Water surfing.
Yeah, so they have like a motor. It's like a speedboat.
It's a speedboat.
Yeah, and then he's like, not only is he apparently a great linebacker, this guy is an expert at wakeboarding.
I think it's wakeboarding.
he's just fucking taking those like waves and flipping.
Yeah, he's doing great. And then
But I'm just saying, there's no way you'd be able to do this. Like, there's literally no way. Your first time doing this, you'd be able to.
unless he's done it before.
I feel like you have to do it a lot.
Yeah, no, you're probably right.
It's possible, but he makes every landing. And
Yeah,
I could just imagine how easy it would be just to fall and tread, and you're just getting carried.
Well, he is going to fall. He is going to fall because he's going to get attacked by a shark. The group's going to go get him, realize he's missing an arm. They're instantly going to blame Nick, the boat driver, and be like, you cut his arm off with the propeller, which, how would that have even happened?
You would literally know because you would have ran a human being over with the boat.
100%.
If you didn't feel the boat getting slammed underneath you, you didn't cut off his arm.
So
This is where you realize that guy's a fucking idiot.
yeah, we also
He's a male model just for his dick.
Blake, yeah, he's an
yeah, he's dose. Oh, he makes. We'll talk about that. Then Nick is luckily a doctor, pre-med, so he tourniquets the guy, puts all the blood back in, and then
No, not this next part. No.
where he jumps into the lake.
Imagine like diving headfirst into a fucking shark-fested swamp ocean lake and looking for an arm, and he finds it.
Yeah, the shark didn't. So the shark, in theory, then just bit
And spit.
and spit.
You'll bite and spit.
And it was a clean bite because it's like a clean cut. Like that shark doesn't have like teeth. It just has like a sheet of like metal. It's like a metal sheet. Like if he was getting guillotined. That is what's in that shark's mouth. So Nick's going to find it. And then he's also going to find a shark. He's going to swim back to the dock, get there. Shark's going to pull a ladder down. Like, oh, we got a shark problem.
It's a shark issue. That's what got him. It wasn't the propeller,
Yeah.
confirmed.
So Nick's kind of happy about that. He's like, okay, I didn't do this. It's all about the shark. Luckily for him, too, Sarah's going to see the shark, so he has an eyewitness, so they don't think he's just fabricating the
Thank
story.
goodness, guys, it's only a shark.
Yeah. So we are apparently... We learned, so now, because they were like, oh, how's there a shark? And then they're like, it's a saltwater lake.
Yes.
So I get that. There are saltwater lakes. So I guess it makes sense for the Gulf Coast Ocean Lake.
They said something about like the dam opening
right.
up like once a year or some shit.
Okay. All right. But like,
They
so
were
there's a dam here too? I missed that.
They were, well, that's how you keep it from overflowing.
Yo, I swear to God, this is one river away from having every body of water.
That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting for it to have like a
Probably.
stream,
Yeah.
a little spring.
They're like, look at the crick over there.
They're trying to rationalize this really dumb plot line.
The whole thing's a dumb plot line. So the four of them head to they go to a hospital. No, what do? They want to call a hospital?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't they put Malik like in a fucking bed.
Yes, they do. They
They put him in a bed, and he's like really depressed because like he needs that arm for like sports. Like how is he gonna do sports anymore? He can't.
Yeah.
Will Maya love him? Probably not, because he's a one-armed fool.
Yeah. So it's Malik, it's Maya, and it's Sarah and Nick get on the boat, right?
Yeah, so they do split up because they need to take Malik to the hospital.
Yes, and I think it's Beth and Blake stay behind, right?
Correct.
And Joel
Blake, Joel, and Beth
stay behind, and the other
on the
four
boat
are
is
on
Maya, Malik, and
Sarah and Nick
yeah. They actually don't get in the bed yet because they're immediately going to take them
to the hospital.
Yes,
But
exactly.
what's going to happen is they're going to hit like a bump, and Maya's going to fly off of the boat. And now Malik's been leaking blood into the water.
They make sure to show you that he's been leaking. It's been falling through the
Which-
boat into the water.
I don't even understand how she got into the water in the first place.
Oh, no, it made no sense. I've never, like, it's just water. Like,
I'm not trying
it's
to
like-
rationalize this movie
It's like
at all.
not like choppy water. There's not a storm. So if you hit a bump, you're not going to fly off a boat, right?
No.
Unless they're saying the shark pushed it up.
Is she that girl from the alligator movie with Betty
Well,
White?
I mean,
Maybe.
Shane, this is an ocean lake, so I don't know. It could be some
Could be-
sick
could-
wave,
you could be- yeah.
some riptides.
You're not wrong. Okay, so she gets knocked off, and she grabs a life preserver, and they're starting to pull her in and drive away. But apparently, it's the fastest shark alive.
This
Look,
thing is a bullet.
so this is the thing. I'm no shark expert, but
No?
I feel like the shark could not catch up to a speedboat.
not?
No, I'm sorry, but I'm not wrong there, right?
Especially with Sarah driving that fucking thing.
Right. She literally just outran the law. The law.
Is Nick driving or Sarah? I think it's Sarah, right?
Yeah, she's the expert.
It's Sarah.
And he's like giving the medical attention,
To Malik.
which is really just words.
Oh, well, no, he's also trying to pull in Maya. But the shark catches up, and the shark eats Maya. And then the steering wheel locks, and they have to, like, jump out of the boat as it flies into the gas tank and blows everything up.
It literally blows up everything. So now they're down a boat.
They're down gas. They're down a dock.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're going to go back inside.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody knows that this happened because it's obviously everything is
Yeah.
ruined.
Yeah, they report that Maya is dead.
Yeah, so and this is like when Malik is in the bed and Malik's like, "Where's Maya?"
Yeah.
And they're like, about that.
Chew toy.
She's dead.
Shark.
He's
That
not
whole
doing.
thing with your arm.
We gave
and
her to the shark dog.
shark. And in his mind, he knows the next rational steps to take. It's not to call in, any kind of marine biologist or wildlife or whatever.
She mentions when they were at the gas station, make all the calls you need to now because there's no phones or service.
Yes.
Which is really fucking dumb since considering her family's really fucking rich.
Yeah, they would have like a Wi-Fi thing or something like that. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Like, I mean, he's the one to handle this thing.
Well, that doesn't come up just yet because
I know
first.
it doesn't come for a while, but I'm just saying when he's in that.
Oh,
bed,
yeah.
This is
This
is his plan of attack.
So they're going to like do that like radio thing, right? Where they call in help and they get in touch with, of course, Dennis and Red.
Yeah.
Just the upstanding citizens of this town, the locals. They're going to show up and they're going to be like, you don't want to go to this hospital. You want to go to the main hospital. And yeah, we're a tech, big tech boat with radios, but we're not going to call it in. We're going to drive to the hospital to tell them in person, and then they'll send you an evac.
To the airdrop.
And I'm like, none of this adds up at all. No. And Beth is like, yeah, this makes sense to me. By myself, I'm going to go with Dennis. Okay, maybe the good guy, but the shark tooth man who looks like he would rape me.
You would never, yeah, you even if you would never go.
Who
with
asked
two
to see our
random guys.
tits earlier.
Right. Now,
He's sexually harassing us? I can deal with it for a boat ride.
but this is the thing. And I get that Joel, I don't know his actual name in the movie, but Joel Gordon? Gordon goes with her. But she was willing to go with these two sketchy men by herself
Yep.
with no weapon.
All of it, yes.
Just in like, not even shorts. Like, just, they're like in her vagina. The shorts are so short. It's actually like, she's going with these guys. It's sick.
Yeah. She was rated at I.
I mean, it's a poor decision.
None of them should have went. You know what they should have been like? Okay, you guys can go to the hospital. We'll stay here on land where we're alive.
Well, this is where you blame just really poor writing.
Yeah.
Like, that sequence of events is so unrealistic. It's just so out of left field. How this girl would go with two guys, one of them who sexually harassed her good friend.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, you know what? I just had enough of this whole shark thing and I want to go home. So you guys take me home.
Yeah, just stay on the island.
But she's not even going home. They're kind of far from school.
Yeah, they're going to a hospital. And she's not even going with the guy who needs the
Yeah, she
hospital.
just wants to get out of the area.
So anyway, Gordon goes with her.
And boy, are they off.
Here we go, Brad.
We doing this?
Let's talk about it.
Sure. I love this part.
Malik is going to get out of bed.
Yes, he is.
He's going to sharpen a stick.
Yes, he is.
Now, I don't know if he's right or left-handed.
But the right arm, I think, was the one that was
taken off.
Yeah, correct. I think it's his left.
He is going to slowly walk into the water.
I hope he's a southpaw.
Nick is like, what are you doing? Or Blake, one of the two.
It's Nick.
Yeah, is like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to kill this shark. It took Maya. And Nick's like, that's a terrible idea. Please don't.
He's like, you have no idea. She was with me when I was poor. And he's like, okay, go in there. You got it, Chief.
He's like, that's all I need to hear.
And then even better, he comes back with a shark.
Yeah, that's my favorite part about this, is that he actually kills the shark.
A shark, not the shark.
Well, it is still the shark because there's multiple these sharks, I feel like. But not the one that took his arm.
Yeah, not the one that took his arm off. Just a shark. And a hammerhead, I don't even know if there's ever been reports of a hammerhead attacking people.
But that's the thing though. It technically does attack him. It does charge at him. But he doesn't even spear it the first time. He punches it in the hammer. I'm
dead.
He does. And then he's stabbing, and it's just, he wins. He kills the fucking shark.
Yeah, Nick's there too, right behind him. Shark's dead. Shark's
and then
down.
and Nick's like, yo,
Star
this-
linebacker.
this, not the shark I saw.
Nope.
Go back out and get the other.
So now they have a real shark problem. It's a multiple shark attack.
Yeah, we got multiple sharks here.
How does a shark get in this lake? They question it. This
Yeah.
Ocean Lake swamp. It's not normal. It's like someone put it there.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, now we're gonna cut to
Red?
And right away, Red just has a flashlight, and he's just pointing it over Beth's cleavage.
She's like, you want to like point that elsewhere?
She's like, my eyes are up here. He's like, that statement. There's certain people you say it to. You know, just some normal guy you're having. Like, this is clearly a guy who is just staring at that. He never cared about, like, your eyes.
That's his response. He's like, I know where they are.
Yeah, like, that saying that to him is not gonna. He's not gonna be. Oh, sorry, ma'am. I'm embarrassed. This is like. He's probably just gonna point the flashlight lower at that point.
He's also got like a neck tat.
Yeah.
I don't know what it says, but it's like I ain't no bitch or something like
Yeah,
that.
oh
Something along those lines.
I ain't no bitch.
It's not that, but it's like close to that.
It's fucking. So then this is when it just like added like right away. They just stopped the boat and Gordon. You said it was his name.
Gordon is Joel David Moore.
Yeah. He's just like, why are you stopping the boat? And they're like, we ain't going to no hospital.
Showtime.
Yep. And so Beth smartly grabs a knife in this scene.
Yes.
Which is a whole scene I have multiple questions about.
They want her to stand up, and
Yeah.
she just has it behind her.
And they're telling Gordon, they're like, get in the water. It's like, I'm not getting in the water. Were you crazy? So they shoot him.
They're gonna make him get in the water
They shoot him in the shoulder.
with gun.
To be fair, why'd he fall sideways off the boat instead of just backwards or to the ground? But yeah, he decides sideways off the boat is the smart way to fall.
Plot armor.
It's just, I don't even think it's plot armor. It's plot development.
I mean, he's also beyond dead.
Yeah, because he goes into the water. He climbs up a tree. In typical fashion, these sharks jump out of the water.
Shark out of water, gets him on the tree. Actually, hilarious scene, to be honest. Hilarious scene. I love the sharks that just like propel out of the water.
Like they're dolphins.
Yeah, like there's a fucking trampoline
Yeah.
in the ocean.
Even dolphins don't get that much height. Whales get pretty high.
You should watch like a video of like a shark jumping out of water, like a real one.
Do they get that high?
Yes.
It's
Like what? Like mostly, and from what I've watched, like what are those sea pandas called? Killer whales. I call them sea pandas.
Okay, I was gonna
literally
say
thought almost anything else would have qualified as a sea panda. than what
Because
you just
they're
said.
black and white.
I thought I was like maybe a polar bear.
That would be an orca, right? Orcas are the ones that are black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
orca.
are.
Yeah, killer
Free
whale.
Willy.
But that like those and great whites, like there's a ton of videos online where you can just look up like them jumping out of the water, and it's fucking wild. Like they can jump like the height of your house. It's crazy.
Is this like this got to be like to different like kinds of sharks? I'm sure some
it's
are better.
mostly like what's it called? Great white.
Great white. I know most of these shark movies are great white
Yeah,
sharks usually.
they like to make
I mean,
them
that's
the scary
why
ones.
it looks dumb, but it's actually like pretty plausible.
Well, it's just are they doing it though to eat people ever?
I mean, they're just like gulping.
No, it's
people that are
mostly
hanging
for
off trees.
for seals.
yeah, so it's a little different. So yeah, it jumps out, it kills them.
Here's a good one that just like
Okay, we're just gonna watch the shark video real quick.
I love how
Shark
like most of their I love how most of their body gets out of water.
They like sharks are badass looking.
But they look so fake, right?
They really do.
They actually look like what they look like in the movies,
Yeah.
They do.
right? Like that looks like that. I would not depict that as a real shark over something like in Jaws.
Yeah. Maybe all sharks are fake.
Like we just made them up.
Basically, they look like street sharks
Yeah.
in the water.
This is sharks jumping.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like you got to be British to be in one of these nature
know,
docs.
right?
Facts. Yeah, you just need that like accent
Maybe
to
David
like
Attenborough or whatever. his
to
name is.
advertise it.
You know, he's got a really good voice. The guy who does Deadliest Catch is a Mike
Yeah,
Rowe.
excellent.
Mike Rowe has a really good voice.
Up. We got height.
That thing is ginormous.
Yo, that thing.
Right?
Okay, so they do get some air.
Yeah,
Okay.
they do.
Okay.
That's not even like the best ones. Like the best one is like where you like this one, like where you see their
Oh,
whole
yeah,
body
they
get
do.
out
Where they
there.
do
Okay.
They
Okay.
do
So
backflips.
they kill Gordy in a realistic
Like,
manner. I've bought in.
Off
Look
a
at
tree?
that.
Yeah.
Like look at this fucking photo.
That is wild. So,
crazy.
all right. To be fair, if there is a river, lake, Gulf, ocean there can be a shark jumping
Now
out.
this is
Like,
all.
it's-
This is all I want to watch right now.
It's better than watching Shark Night. Now they're going to be like, hey, Beth, it's your turn. We film all of this, and it's going to be super cool. And it's not. They just make her jump into this, like,
They
piranha shark. Like,
they have this little contained area. I think it's like a testing area where they just like drop her in. It has water, and then they call it the cookie cutter shark.
Yes.
Right. And it's like you're right, like little baby sharks, and they just
shredder. But before that, let's talk about this, because I was kind of confused. Because she has the knife, right?
yeah,
And she stabs Red.
she does.
He is not affected.
No,
There's not even a wound.
he had damage reduction.
Like, hey, can anyone? Because she like plunges it into like his chest,
Yeah,
Damage reduction.
and nothing happens.
could have hit a lung. Could have hit.
Not even a lung. If you're getting stabbed, like even if she got up high in the shoulder, like maybe your arm would be dead for a second, a little pain. He just puts her in a chokehold.
Get in the test area for the cookie sharks.
Yeah, that's it.
Throw her in there.
Like the knife had, like, it didn't do anything.
Shane.
Yeah, we'll go and let the cookie cutter
ADR.
sharks. Okay, so she's dead. She gets eaten. It's filmed. They get off to it. They're selling this on the black market. Clearly,
This is the black market thing. They're obviously recording. You see their laptops up. So
yeah, this is
shit. They're doing some shit. You almost think they put the sharks in there, but I mean, like,
they did.
okay.
So Blake is like, man, he's bleeding a lot, and they're not back. So let me get Malik on my wave runner. So they start wave runnering, and Malik sees the shark coming after them, and Malik is going to just be like, I know what I gotta do. I gotta sacrifice myself.
just falls off.
And he just plops off. He doesn't tell Blake of his plan.
Blake just looks back.
Sees that he's dead and eaten. Drives back, so the plan was a waste. Then he drives off, and he's like, okay, he's dead. Shark out of water one more time. Grabs Blake right off the
Now we
wave
know
runner.
that sharks exist. Can they take a human clean off a wave runner?
They can. I'm just
Pro- I
buying.
mean,
If they could grab a
probably.
seal, they could grab Blake, right? Blake's basically
Yeah,
a
but
seal.
like you do understand, like to do that, like Blake has to like stop holding onto the wave runner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Whatever. It
It's just
happens.
like, I don't know.
I
It's
don't
just
know.
A little weird.
It is. It is. It is.
Like a clean eat, and then like the wave runner is untouched because he just takes it right off the wave runner.
So, Jesus. Let's get
Clean eating.
off. So let's get to this next part. The sheriff's going to show up, right? The sheriff's going to be like, Nick, Sarah, I'm going to call Fish and Game. I saw your bonfire. I thought you needed help.
Yes.
That's kind of sketch. They're on a beach. It's clearly just a bonfire.
Yep.
So they're going to be talking. It's like, yeah, I'll help you guys. There's also a cute dog.
Sure.
The Nick's going to then collapse.
Cute as that could be.
And we realize that the sheriff is in on it the whole time.
Yeah, because Nick just fucking passes out. Let's be honest. The guy just like does
He
all the shit.
no, he grabs something that was attached to the shark and he's like looking at it and he opens it and there's stuff inside and it makes him pass out because the dog eats it like almost immediately after and the dog passes
Yeah,
out.
so
he just passes out.
So these guys are expert poisoners because
Yes.
it clearly doesn't kill either of them.
So Sarah,
She overhears it.
Yeah, because she notices all this, so she's gonna get a knife and she's creeping up behind the sheriff to stab the sheriff. She's not even gonna ask questions. She's gonna take him out. But Dennis is already there
You could be in two places at once.
and knocks her out. So he's fast. Dennis is a fast guy, really fast.
And if it wasn't for the whole motorboat thing, they could have been a really cute couple.
Oh my god.
Better couple, the scarred face Dennis and Sarah, or Sarah and Nick.
Sarah and Nick.
Sarah and Nick. At least she'll make more money.
So, yeah, here we go. This is where it gets very interesting. The sheriff is going to take Nick to a shed that has a shark dipping tank. You just dip things into a shark tank, essentially.
They're all in those
So
tanks, yeah.
that's there. This is probably Brian's favorite scene in the movie. Sorry, Caitlin. Sarah's going to be on the boat with Dennis and Red and the dog. And Red's going to be like, man, I really like this dog. And Dennis is like, we can't have that dog. And Red's like, I really want to keep it, though. And Dennis is like, you can't. So he picks up the dog and just tosses it into the ocean,
Hilarious.
lake, Gulf.
Hilarious, but the dog does survive in this movie.
It does. I just know you like seeing dogs get tossed.
Correct.
So,
Even more when they perish.
yeah. So Nick is.
I thought that was Shane.
No, that's Brian.
He likes to
so,
fuck dogs.
Yeah,
so Nick is.
true.
I'm just gonna move on.
You
Nick
love
is
fucking dogs.
This is sick. Nick is tied up, and the sheriff is like, "Yo, sharks are down there. Let's listen to some music. It's gonna be hip and cool as I kill you."
Round and round.
Yeah, and the sheriff is now. He's like, okay, let me explain the plot of the movie. He's like, yeah, people buy these shark videos all the time on the black market.
I have like a really big question.
Yeah, go.
How can they broadcast all this shit when there's no internet access on the lake? Is the movie,
Well,
is the movie
wouldn't
busted?
they just be recording it and then?
No, but Brian's right. They are kind of like live streaming the Nick one on the internet, aren't they? Isn't that like the whole idea of what the sheriff is doing? Well, like you said, yeah, I think the ones on the boat, they're just recording, but I do think they're live streaming the one with Nick. Anyway, Nick's like, I got one last request. Play me some Guns N' Roses. And then sheriff's like, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you?
He's loving it. He's eating it up.
He really is.
He did.
Axl Rose?
He probably would have let him down with a couple more.
So Nick's gonna have a lighter and he's gonna burn his way through the zip ties. Which, can you burn through a zip tie? I actually don't know. I'm not Dennis from
Probably.
It's Always Sunny, but
Probably,
okay.
Yeah, probably.
So he gets out, fights off the sheriff. He then throws the sheriff into the shark tank, closes the hatch. The sheriff's like, please help. That's useless. No one's gonna help. Sheriff gets eaten alive.
Eaten alive. Doesn't he burn him?
He does burn him first. Yeah, he
gets
sets him on
burned.
fire.
Yeah, because that's what he has to actually jump into the water to catch,
Yes,
to cool off.
yes.
All
And then
that
he
heat,
closes the.
that blaze.
It's like, sir, you just had me on a chair dangling and like just plunged me into the water. No, I'm not helping you out.
It's true. And guess what? I guess I hope the shark's like roast pig.
Oh!
I was like, that last one didn't go off.
That was a good change.
You good?
Thank you. I've been sitting on that one all day. So,
Because he's a cop.
exactly. So yeah, Nick is safe now. Nick's gonna make his way.
I was a little
To Sarah?
fuzzy on that last part.
How does Nick make it to their boat now? How does he know exactly where they are?
Oh, do you remember like when in
This
the
is a
beginning
great
where he
question.
went searching for Malik's arm?
Yeah.
Same thing. He just knows where to go.
Like, how does he keep finding these things?
He just knows where to go.
Because it's not like it is, in all seriousness, it's not a lake. It's a Gulf Stream ocean lake. It's huge. It's fucking huge. And he just knows where the boat is. And he does he even have his own boat? He like swims to this
He
boat,
swims.
Which,
which is filled with sharks.
yeah. And apparently those eels. This is going
I
great.
actually might lower my rating, and my rating was already low.
Yeah.
Yeah, the plot is fucking horrible,
So,
as we've
yeah.
discussed.
Dennis is now on the boat. He has a gun, which he got from the sheriff. So he has the gun from the sheriff. He holds the gun to Red's head, and he's like, Dennis, bring up my girl, because Sarah's in a shark cage. She's going to dump underwater. Dennis, without any hesitation, like a fucking ninja, throws a knife directly into Red's chest.
Correct. No hesitation. Does not care about his friend.
No.
And then he sends him packing. Sends him crowd via water.
Yeah. Guy's
The
dead.
Sharks.
So that guy's dead.
No loyalty.
No. There's no loyalty in
How
the
many
shark
We
business.
got two friends, the sheriff and him, and he's already got rid of one. He doesn't care because the shark business is too rewarding.
Yeah, it's too lucrative. He'll make a lot more money now without partners. So Red's dead. Nick and Dennis are gonna have a little scuffle. Dennis is gonna get too close to the cage though at one point, and like Sarah's gonna like try to grab him, but Sarah's cage then falls into the water.
Correct.
They scuffle into the water. Sarah's gonna like hold him until the shark gets to him, right?
That's the plan.
And it kind of works. Like Dennis gets eaten by the shark here.
Yeah. Dennis gets is the second time you could say that Sarah has caused him harm.
Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah.
First time with the propeller on the face, and now with the shark.
Both seem warranted.
Sharks are very good at biting through cages, I've noticed, throughout the series.
Yeah. There's also like a bomb, right, that goes off and kills the shark, right? That the shark like special delivers to Nick, and he like doesn't he kill the shark here in like some kind of explosion or something?
Yeah, no, because what happens is he has this device, and I don't know how the device works, but it's basically like this stick with you smack it on something.
Yeah.
It's like a boomstick, but it's not like
It's literally it's
he
the
hits
Evil
shark-
Dead.
Yeah, he's the shark with the stick, and the thing just blows out its brains.
Yeah.
It's almost like you should leave sharks alone.
Yeah. So he does that right when the shark's at the cage, come like to Sarah, just blows its face off with that thing.
Yeah, and then him and Sarah get to the surface, and the movie ends.
It's very uneventful. And then if you watch through the credits, which I literally the worst part of the entire movie. Did you get this part?
No, I didn't.
If you didn't think it get worse, the cast does a rap song,
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Yeah.
you didn't know that?
I ain't watched through the credits.
and it's fucking bad.
It's so bad.
Oh, I am.
It makes you hate it more.
Okay, as soon as like we're done with
Yeah.
this review and you're putting it up, I'm going to check this
No,
out.
You're gonna watch it after our next review,
And-
so we
and
can
I
get two
think
bad movies over with.
Sarah does a majority of the rapping. Yo, it is bad.
They all do.
I know they all do,
And
but-
like the quarterback guy or whatever does this like soft rapping, like like
How deep into the credits is this?
it's so long.
It's like 3/4 of the way in.
Yo, I.
And it's so fucking like every character does it.
How'd
So
you
it's
guys know
really
to
long.
wait for this?
I just fast forwarded because there was a lot of time left.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, oh, there's an end credit thing, and then it was just a rap, and I was very.
As soon as the movie ended here, I turned it off, and I'm like,
you
never to be
always
seen
need-
again.
You always need to look at how much time is left.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's
Or
my mistake.
not, because I wish I didn't see this. Like, really wish I didn't, because
It was so bad.
I almost lowered my rating because of this. Like, he's dead.
My rating's definitely low because of this.
Okay, so I'll go into my rating, and
Please help yourself.
this movie sucks.
shit.
The characters suck. The
Obviously.
plot sucks. There is more plot holes in this movie than almost any other movie we've reviewed, except maybe like Slender Man or like something like that. Because some of the lower budget movies we reviewed, I excuse plot holes because they're expected. This shouldn't have this many for a movie that went to movie theaters. And like,
The last and I'm not gonna say what movies we just reviewed because I forget the order.
Yeah.
But the last I think maybe 3, but definitely the last 2 were not reviewed by critics.
nah,
We're definitely
that makes
not.
a lot. That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of
Yes,
sense.
it really does.
So yeah, I could go on and on just about bad things because I actually don't have a single good thing to say about this film. So I'll just say I didn't lower this rating. I'm leaving it at what I had it at, which is a 3 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it me?
Yes.
Yeah, I have it at a 3 as well. I did lower it. I had it as a 4. Lowered it to a 3 because the movie really doesn't make much sense at all. Timeline-wise, I think it's the biggest disparity because there's just people that, like, for instance, the Dennis and Red thing, like, they're literally on a boat, and then Dennis is, like, with the sheriff. And you're just like,
Yeah.
It's just the timeline just don't make sense. Decision-making is the worst part about this movie, in my opinion. Like, the idea that the writer's like, oh, let me make this character go with 2 of the shadiest human beings on the planet in a small podunk area
Yeah.
makes no sense to me. Oh, my God.
Sorry.
Okay.
Are you good?
Shake Shack from earlier.
Ah.
Perfect.
There's still more to come.
Wonderful. 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Jen's burp kind of threw me.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I didn't have much more to say.
Yeah.
The rap doesn't make me lower the rating. It's just like a.
It just hurts your feelings.
It's a very accurate representation of what this movie is. Just a ginormous pile of trash.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wasn't even one of my good burps. I'm kind of upset.
It's okay.
That's the one that threw you, and none of my actual good ones have ever thrown you.
I think it's that you were like building it. You were building it, and it just got like a little.
I know.
I can't really burp that well. So
I can't. I try not to keep my gas down because then it goes the other way and it just hurts.
I don't need to know about that. Let's get to
You're
the
welcome.
It's reverse gas.
Yeah, it's reverse gas.
You're
Yeah.
putting it from one way to the other way.
Well, yeah.
It's going through the system.
Well, yeah, because if you don't fart, it'll come out your mouth.
I'd rather
Yes.
burp than fart.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But-
like you ever shit out of your mouth?
Yeah, I've seen South Park.
So just because you reminded me that there's a rap in this movie, I'm gonna give it a 2. I actually had it at a 3, and the fact that you reminded me that there was a rap, I was like, actually, I can't. I didn't enjoy really anything about this movie. Like I didn't even think like sometimes in bad movies does Piranha come out before or after?
Piranha comes out next.
So even like in one of the movies we're reviewing later, there's like a massacre scene, which was at least somewhat entertaining, but the kills weren't even like entertaining in this. Like I didn't find the sharks scary. I don't know. I just was not feeling it, and I hated the characters. When you don't like even one character, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't work.
None of the characters are really believable. I guess if you have to say, it'd probably be Nick. I mean, like the big thing about like the main character Sarah, she's supposed to be like a mystery, and they did not play the mystery well of her not going back there for 3 years, and you wonder why. It's because she left this guy high and dry.
How many houses do your parents have for you to not return home for 3 years after going to college?
Are you asking me or just a general question?
It's true. It's
my parents technically own 2 houses.
It was kind of rhetorical. Because assuming like this is her parents' vacation house, and then her parents have another house, which I am assuming is in the area because they're locals.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so do you guys have like a third house so that you don't have to go home, or do you just live with your aunt? I don't know.
No, but it comes to be pretty dope.
Yeah, it sucks.
How about a ocean, lake, river, stream, golf?
I feel like most people have like at most 2 houses, like a vacation house and then a general house.
Where was her family?
Don't know.
That's why I thought she just got permission to use the vacation house.
Yeah.
When they were not there?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Like they were just staying at their normal home.
Or her parents are dead.
In that case, I have no idea how she has this home.
Who knows?
Fuck it.
That's like clean with actual plumbing.
Yeah.
All right.
Shark Night.
Gentlemen. Yeah. Is there anyone you really want to put in the Necronomicon? I'm very impartial.
Yeah, I got to do Malik. There's just no way about it. I would not feel good if I didn't do Malik. And there's a lot of good choices because, believe it or not, there's just hilarious deaths. I have to go Malik because the way he just decides to
end it all.
The decision making should be like, and plops in the water, and just
does what I would do.
Yeah, he gens off the boat. No, but pretty much like. His rationale of going toe-to-toe with the shark, he's got like a death wish.
Yeah.
He's like, I just can't be fucking poor. I can't do it. I
can't go through it anymore.
It was either going to be him or the girl that got eaten by the eels, because I thought that was the only other kind of cool scene.
Oh, the cookie cutter sharks? Yeah. I'm fine with Malik, though.
That's just my choice. That was just my choice.
No, let's do Malik.
We're good. Shane.
Yeah.
Bro, shit was wild, dude.
Shane, kick it.
Malik, you were a bona fide idiot the entire movie. You lost your arm. You lost your first round draft status. But they found your arm in the most unlikely of circumstances, so maybe it could have been surgically put back on. There was that one football player who played without like half his arm, remember? The guy who played for the Seahawks?
Oh, yeah, the linebacker.
Yeah, a linebacker. You had a chance. Instead, you just moped around because your girlfriend died. But you know what? Suck it up. He didn't, though. He did avenge her. Stabbed a shark with his left hand, killed it.
Not the right shark.
No, but he tried. And then after all that,
A for effort.
he's just on the back of a wave runner, and it's not even a heroic death. He's just like, just blops. He fucking blops.
It's bad. It's bad. Not only does he not have book smarts, he doesn't have street smarts.
No,
either.
so for that, we're putting you in the necro.
How many people in this movie had a fucking death
I hope
wish?
the leprechaun rips your other arm off.
Yeah, it's wild.
I hope that someone throws a shark at you.
Who's better at taking flight, the sharks in this movie or Maya?
Oh, Maya. Maya gets height.
The hang time.
Yeah, she's like that girl from the alligator movie where every time they hit something, she just
Flies in the air. Oh my God, Lake Placid.
Yo,
Like
I remember
Placid.
those fucking flying like 15 times.
Insanity.
It was like anytime she had an opportunity, she was like, let me see if I can grow wings. Nope, still none.
Insane.
So, next week, the third week of the Sea Shandies.
Summer Shandies.
The Summer Shandies. I'll get it right
The
eventually.
Summer Sea Shandy Shackle.
Yes. We are having on special guest Mike Benanti. No one's too excited about it, but he's going to be here.
Just the gloss. So let's just move past
that.
Damien, this was one of your worst ideas.
But we are reviewing a fucking classic, Piranha 3D.
I can't wait for Piranha 3D. It is a remake.
Still would watch that over this movie.
Oh, without a doubt.
Well, I've seen it so many times.
And I don't think I rated it well.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to. I am.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Well, I've already
Oh.
watched it, so we have to talk about it now.
So yeah, next week is going to be a lot of fun. Piranha 3D.
We're halfway done, but we got 2 bangers.
We got
coming
2
up.
bangers. So with that said, we are the final podcast signing off, and we will see you next week at the best scouting locations Jerry O'Connell has ever seen.
I don't know about that one. Sandrat! Thanks for tuning in. Please catch us, www.thefinalpodcast.com, for all of our material and new episodes every Monday of The Final Podcast. Please check out our Discord. The link is up. Join the server. We're there. We're rocking convos, sharing movies. Definitely dig in and join the combo.
You
Join the fun.
join it.